Welcome friends to another beautiful day on YouTube. The lighting is clean and interesting. The sound is crisp and articulate. I used to be the type of guy to not wear a hat in my videos, but those days are over. I just got an EP1320 Medieval by Teenage Engineering, and I can't wait to tell you about it. I think I can speak for the entire music gear enthusiast community in saying we were totally gobsmacked when this product was announced as the world's first medieval instrument from a time when darkness reigned supreme. We never knew TE were such hardcore Ren Fair boys and girls that they would reach so far into a cultural subgenre or historical time period and make a sampler devoted to it. Let's be honest and just say it's pretty extraordinary. We all thought TE got hacked. But then we watched the Jodorowsky-inspired announcement video that was surprisingly artful and mysterious. And we started wondering if this wasn't actually a joke and the TE did truly release a product that could only appeal to so many people, that they thought making a $300 sampler with the same technology as the EP133, but with horse sounds, was needed in the world. I'm even more amazed talking about it right now, that a product like this even got past the meeting phase. Everyone in that conference room laughing and saying, yeah, it would be so cool to add Gregorian chant samples and loot, LOL, in Swedish. Henceforth, we will dub thy sampler the Ren Fair sampler. Because I low-key started my YouTube career as it is, with making videos about the KO2, I knew that my destiny was to get one of these and talk about the high-level ridiculousness that was going on. Please help me welcome the Instrumentalis Electriconium to the world. So here we are with a side-by-side comparison with the beloved KO2. They have the same control layout, but the Medieval's controls are all in Latin. We also have the Medieval Bard here on the screen and on the front of the packaging. And I kid you not, the Medieval also has scratch and sniff cocoa-scented buttons. Can confirm it's a real thing. There are many cool things that the Medieval has that the KO2 doesn't, but one of the most fun ones is a demo mode. You just hit demos. Am I pronouncing that right? All right, you just hold this and then hit a number. All right, and let's just go to 3. Just for fun. As soon as I took the wonderfully scented cocoa Medieval out of the box, I noticed that its build quality was much better than my original batch KO2. The tolerances of the keys are better engineered, and they have a more satisfying little chunk to them. This version also came with the upgraded foam packaging to protect the fader and other keys that the original version, unfortunately, did not have. Now I want to share with you my top 5 list of the most astonishing and ludicrous sounds preloaded onto the EP1320. First up, we have pounding steaks. Nice. All right, and next we have what sounds like an arrow flying through the air and striking something. Just pitch it down here. There we go. And then next we have a bubbling brew of some sort, probably in a cauldron. And then very bizarrely, we have a number of grunting sounds. Moving on, I forgot what number this was on the list, but we have some bee sounds for you. All right, I've got one more. It's a really good one. Let me turn it up. I want to make sure you can hear it. All right, cool. Besides the utterly bizarre and enjoyable sounds, there are some striking musical passages that come preloaded on the EP1320. I also really like this hurdy-gurdy sound. Speaking of these sounds, the original KO2, you could wipe it clean, upload your own sounds. The medieval, you might not be that surprised to hear, goes its own way. Its 220 preloaded sounds are hard-coded into the device. You're still left with 32 megabytes of memory to upload your own samples, which literally is it's so horrible I can't even believe I have to say 32 megabytes. You can insert a medieval torture joke here. And just like its sibling in the city, the KO2, it doesn't have a USB port to offload sounds onto. And now comes the dreaded part of the video where I make my first beat on this machine and you have to suffer through it. And speaking of medieval torture, I already made a beat. This has no effects on it, so let's add a master effect. They do differ from the KO2. Got echo, you have reverb, you have distortion, you have ensemble. This is the one I like. Okay, for real now, I am gonna make a beat live in front of you, but the reality is if it really sucks, I'm gonna delete it and just do it over and over and pretend that it's my first one, but this one actually is my first one, just saying. All right, so we want to load up a new project. Manus and 2, I think it's Manus. All right. We got a rooster, but hell no. All right. And I just watched one of Ricky's videos and he made a house track on the medieval, and I think I might try and do the same because I don't make that kind of music at all. Let's go. Cool. Pardon the interruption, but this part is really boring, so we're going to skip it. Instead, I'm going to read a really quick and brief synopsis of how to get started with this device in case you just got yours. You just took it out of the box. You don't know what to do. So the first thing you're going to do in general is add a few drum sounds into group A on different pads. And then you're gonna loop a little beat. As soon as you have that beat, you're gonna create a new scene. So now you're on scene 2. In group B, you're gonna add some bass sounds. You're gonna record your bass sound over that loop. And now you're gonna make a new scene. You're on scene 3, and now you're gonna do a melody thing. So it could be your hurdy-gurdy, in general, a synth, a vocal sample, something like that. And then you've got 3 scenes with different parts. And now you can switch between the scenes to kind of put together an arrangement or a piece of music. Scenes are key to using this device. It's really weird. This is a very weird machine. The sounds are not easy to build a beat with. I mean, on the KO2, I can build just something that sounds fine in really like 2 minutes. This was not like that. The samples are very strange. If you're just looking for a bass sound, it maybe doesn't exist. There might be 1 or 2 that just in the box without pitching a bunch or whatever and changing the attack could work. But that said, I think I have a piece here and I want to play it for you. Let's go. Okay, look, it's not that great, and honestly, I feel like it actually could be something if I put more time into organizing my scenes a little better. Some of the sounds are just a little too stacked, and it'd be better to flip-flop between them. But anyway, I kind of built something, and I'm happy I did. This video, This video might be okay. No one ever watches the end, so if you're even here, it's a miracle. I think I'm gonna record this outro tomorrow because I'm so tired. Thank you so much for watching.